Hello Internet, it is the Animator Man, and first off, I want to share with the audience what my favorite FPS franchise is. Can you guess it? Nope, it is not Call of Duty. There are other FPS games besides that, and it is Battlefield. Yes, the topic of discussion in this episode is about the upcoming Battlefield title. I want to break down my thoughts from an animator's perspective and talk about what I'd like to see in this future release based off the information in the first concept art. If you haven't been on the internet for the past couple of weeks and you happen to be a big Battlefield fan, well, like I stated before, the first concept art image was released to the World Wide Web for us to gawk at for the next couple of months. My first impressions of the concept art is that it does look like a Battlefield title, and that is good, with the excessive amount of fire and smoke indicating a war is taking place, of course. I'd like to say the key takeaway here is that the franchise is going back to its fundamental roots, turning back the clock to the modern era, which most of us can agree with is a great decision. Let's chat about the possibility of motion capture systems being used in the upcoming Battlefield title. Typically, motion capture is used for cinematics or the campaign for video games, depending on the style. If the team at DICE decides to use performance capture, I'd like to see a few improvements. One of those areas is facial animations. We've had some technological advances in capturing the actor's face over the years, such as the MetaHuman Animator for Unreal Engine, which has raised the bar significantly in terms of capturing the subtle facial expressions of an actor. It'd be neat to see the devs want to achieve the next technological advancement in facial animations to immerse us even more as players. As for tailored keyframe animations that would continue to add to the immersion level, I'd like to see a couple of improvements in this area as well. Personally, I've been playing a lot of the finals, and what they've done in the animation department is clever to say the least. I think DICE should follow them and should consider adding in creative weapon inspect animations and the possibility of multiple reload animations for each firearm or weapon, keeping them up to date, adding in more with each patch or battle pass. At the moment, the Battlefield Battle Pass is honestly boring and lacks tons of creativity. The skin customization for each pass was easily done in a couple of hours with Substance Painter and a toothbrush. I'd love to cover all these programs and their uses in video games in a later video. If I ever get the opportunity, however, to work for EA on a Battlefield title, I like to add refreshing and creative new ideas for animations with each update, coming up with clever animation placements for equipment, weapon inspections, weapon reloads, the list goes on. If the incremental chance someone from EA is watching, please don't hesitate to contact me. I will be on the first flight over. First flight is mine. As for refreshing vehicle animations, I like to see changes in entering or leaving a vehicle. Instead of it just plopping you inside, having an animation, for example, allow you to close or open a door on a transport helicopter would be neat to see as a player. The next Battlefield title we can all hope is going to be a polished product upon release, with a handful of maps and the tornado gimmick being removed forever, never to be used or seen again in the history of civilization. I do stream a lot of my animation work live on Twitch. I highly suggest you come hang out. I'm also working on a live Q&A introductory course into the world of Unreal Engine and motion capture. If that's something you've always wanted to learn, then go on creating yourself without limitations. I would sign up by contacting me and reserve a limited slot. Links below. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.